So we're about 7 weeks out from HYROX Chicago. It's gonna be my season opener. I have a quality session today, kind of like a mid-level quality session. We're gonna be doing some high-end skiing into some high-end aerobic running, and then gonna finish with some heavy wall balls. It's gonna be all kind of tied together. So I'm in a pretty good spot here. I feel like my fitness is really strong. My running's not great. I experienced an ankle injury about a month ago that kind of set me back. I didn't feel like I lose a lot, but it definitely didn't progress my running in any way. So spending more time with some longer, grindier efforts is gonna be important, and just making sure that I'm taking my time to build up and not rushing anything, especially when it comes to running. It's trying to come from behind there and trying to make up time is a great way to get injured. So I'm just gonna kind of build as I go. So the workout today, here it is. 4-round, 4-minute SkiErg for max calories with 4-minute rest. So it's 1-to-1 rest, so we're going hard. Then we're gonna do about 4.5 miles of tempo running, where we're gonna be like mid to high zone 3, low zone 4 by the end of it. Then we're gonna come in and we're gonna do 100 wall balls with a 25-pounder. So it's gonna be a bit of a sprint and then a lot of a grind. Okay, so that workout was impossibly hard. That kicked my butt pretty much from the start. So, but I was trying to give myself any reason I could to like shorten it, do less, make it easier, but I didn't. So I was happy with that, but like mentally it was really kind of a fight. So I'll start with the ski. So goal was basically how much power I could maintain throughout forward. And I started off screaming hot. And last time I did this workout, I was like 88, 88, 88, 89. So the first one I was 94, and I was pumped about that, right? So the ability to put out higher effort is there. Where last time I don't even think I had the ability to get there. So the work that I did to generate power on this thing, it worked. So I'm very happy to be able to do 94 calories in 4 minutes. It's about a 141 high pace. So I was very happy about that, but then I was cooked and I was absolutely smashed. So my ability to maintain that power is not great. And I don't know if that really matters for what I'm doing. So I only need to do 1,000 meter run, 1,000 meter ski, and it doesn't need to be at that high power. So being able to have the ability to generate the power in the first place is kind of the goal. So I wasn't too discouraged, but I was like 94 and I was like 74, then I was like 88 or 84 I think, and then I was back to 74. So I was really dying on that thing. That's a lot of work. 4 by 4 minutes is a lot of high output. Took about a minute rest into my tempo run, which was 4.5 miles outside, and overall I was pretty happy with that. So overall, I was fairly happy with that. As I started, I was super pumped, lots of blood in my chest and arms, but it felt light, it felt good, felt bouncy. My splits were 551, 548, 601, 555, and then I was 254 for that last half. So in terms of a standalone run workout, that's not remarkable, but after 16 minutes of extremely high output work, and all things considered over the past week or whatever, hasn't been ideal. And I'm an altitude here, so I can do the altitude conversion thing, which is about 10 seconds per mile, and then it's looking much better, like a 538 and like a 550, those sound much better. So I could play that game. I don't really want to, because I was just going after effort here, and I was putting myself at my kind of anaerobic threshold. I got there quick, and I was there. Usually takes about 7 to 10 minutes to work, to ramp up to a place where I just need to kind of sit. It took about 3 minutes on this run, which is predictable after such high output work on the ski. So, and then I was just able to kind of sit there. I was there early, and I was just able to kind of maintain, my course is a little undulating, a lot of turns, some ups, some downs. So having fairly consistent output on with my heart rate readings is strong. I have not been running a lot lately. Like I mentioned, I suffered a bit of an injury, so my efficiency didn't feel great. That's one thing. I felt my leg run form kind of like a slog. It's just kind of not that was what was when I was getting a little tired. I could just kind of feel myself kind of settle back in, and so I need to be cautious on that. And it's due to just the lack of time on feet. I become pretty efficient just with zone 2 work and lack of high end, which I haven't done any high end work on running for the better part of 5 months. So that's fine, and that will come around. The efficiency part is something that can come around pretty quick, and again, it's as expected. But it's good to kind of feel that during the workout and get that feedback that okay, you actually need to start kind of working on this thing. So being able to get that much work in that anaerobic threshold zone without needing to kill myself on the runs, where I can just kind of sit and settle, is great. I'm very happy about that that work there. Then into the wall balls. Again, it's 100 at 25, which I did that last training block on like a standalone workout by itself, and it went poorly. Like I think I was closer to 6 minutes. I mentioned it. I think I said 150 earlier, but it was definitely 100 when I think about it now. So I came in thinking 25s. I did the 23, and then it quickly turned into 10s, and 10s are short rest. So I was about 5:22. You know, it wasn't an awesome score for wall balls in general. But again, after all that work, it's a heavier ball. I just felt so slow on it because I was coming in off a lot of work and a lot of this like run stuff. I can get a little bit more, a little more stiff, a little less mobile. So all things considered, 5:22 is like not that bad. Like I'll take it, and that's really like kind of where I need to work on. So I think if that was a 20, I would have been able to kind of rip through that like pretty easily. So all in all, like that's pretty solid. I mean, I think that workout did kill me a little bit, but like I said, I had a bunch of excuses that I had to fight off. So mentally it's a win, physically it's a win. Coming off of a rest day, I knew my energy was going to be a bit higher, and my ability to put myself in that like heart rate zone that I need to kind of sit at would be there, and it was, right? So that's affirming. Something that I've been kind of practicing lately is like really strategically placing my rest so that on my high output days, I'm able to get myself into the place where I can put out at for a long time. Where in the past, like I would just like consistently grind, and like I would find my efforts just to get like plateau or even like get a little bit less strong. But being able to kind of sit at that heart rate on that run for the majority of it, I'm very pleased with that. So all the excuses in the world, but this workout freaking killed me. Give this thing a shot. I want to hear what you think about this, and take a look at this video right here. Is another one of the workouts that I've been doing in this past block. I want to get a good feel of how I'm preparing for Chicago, but we got 6-7 weeks to go, so let's go.